let's feed the viewers. Let's see put the content out for these viewers. They want their content, so I gotta give it to them. Yep. Got to do that. Got to do that. Okay, what do we got here for you guys? Okay. Let's see. Well, let's start off with PC Games In first, because they got an article here on the Xbox. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Mornings, afternoons, evenings. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Good. Look, I was trying to open another channel. I was trying to create a gameplay channel on YouTube, and it was gonna be like 10 to 15 minutes, or even an hour. And they were trying to tell me that the footage was too long, and it didn't make any sense to me, because I'm like, wait a minute, you got videos on here that's 3 to 4 hours long, so how is an hour long? So to me, it's like YouTube was like trying to like stop my channel from growing. But I'm gonna try it again. But I did put up a video today though, on the news part of it. You know, just to put some footage out there. But I was trying to open a gameplay channel, but yeah, they're trying to tell me that an hour is too long, and it was too long, so I wasn't buying it. But anyway, what do I got? On the news here, listen to this. It says a new Xbox handheld is reportedly set to take on the Steam Deck this year. And it says, we couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run. So Valve sent a message to the gaming world, and yeah, everybody's coming for the Steam Deck. So what else is new? It says here, see if I can get this out of the way here. It says here, Microsoft is reportedly set to release an Xbox handheld gaming PC in 2025, but it apparently won't be the one making the device. It says here, a new report has suggested that that an Xbox handheld is coming this year, but Microsoft isn't going to be making it. Instead, it has reportedly reached out to partners and struck a deal that will see a device hit the market sometime in 2025. Unfortunately, it is like to still be running Windows, with no signs of a new handheld version of the OS set to land soon. So it says here, while the Steam Deck is still the best handheld gaming PC for most people, the new rumored initiative from Microsoft has the potential to be extremely disruptive. Windows has long been viewed as the biggest weakness of any handheld on which it's installed, which begs the question: Microsoft is putting the cart before the horse if this reported Xbox handheld is revealed before Windows is optimized for it. In a report from Jez Corden on Windows Central, it is stated that Microsoft has reached out to an unspecified manufacturing partner, and an Xbox handheld gaming PC is due later this year. If the plans are met, the code name for the project has been revealed as Keenan, and the device will even feature Xbox branding hand and Xbox guide button, according to the report. It says here, not much else is confirmed in the report, and this leaves me concerned about Microsoft's intentions with this handheld. At face value, if the reports is accurate, it appears as though this will be just another Windows handheld, only with some Xbox branding slapped on it. If this is the case, then I struggle to see the unique selling point, and expect it will struggle to compete against the Steam Deck's superior operating system, as with so many other handhelds. The first Xbox handheld, whether this report device or another system made by Microsoft, should introduce a new streamlined and better optimized version of Windows for a portable device. Instead, no matter the branding on the outside, an Xbox handheld is possible, doomed from the start if it is to rely on Windows in its current state, where games and apps compatibility is shaky at best. It also doesn't help that there are already countless Windows devices on the market, including the Asus ROG Ally, MSI Claw, AI Plus, and Neo 3, all of which packs serious power alongside high MSRPs to drop another handheld into the market and assume the Xbox branding alone will make it stand out is naive. And it says, I wait with bated breath, hoping that there is more to this Xbox handheld report than just a branded Windows handheld, but only time will tell if this is the case. And then it says here, if you want to read our impression from some of the other Windows-based handheld, check out our Asus ROG Ally review and Lenovo Legion Go review. Well, Microsoft is coming with a handheld, and if you remember the statement that I made, a couple months ago, when I said, "Are you going the Steam Deck route or the Wii U's route with this?" And by the looks of it, looks like they're going the Wii U's route, meaning that they're going to have a handheld, but they're still going to make a console, which brings up another statement that I brought, which involved Nintendo, that they should have never built the Switch. The Switch should have never been built. The biggest problem with the Wii U was the 3DS. The 3DS was in the way of the Wii U, meaning that it was eating into the sales of the Wii U. And when the Wii U was out, no one could explain it, and no one could really explain it. They just put up some. They never gave a full explanation of what the console can do. That all changed until I started talking about it and try to explain to people what it can really do. And I've been saying that the Switch should have never been built because the Wii U had the entire Nintendo fan base needs met, meaning from a handheld perspective, console perspective, streaming and remote play perspective, gaming on the go with the tablet perspective, plus you had the virtual console that's like your bookstore, library, archive bunker for your video games where you can buy your games. So the Wii U had the entire Nintendo fan base needs met. The only thing Nintendo needed to do was remove the 3DS out the picture because they didn't need it anymore, and they know this, and they refused to do it. So they put the story out there that it was sales, marketing, and saying the Wii U is a commercial failure. That's the statement they want to put out there to distract you. That's what they wanted you to believe, and that statement is false, and it's not true. The real problem to the Wii U was the 3DS. The 3DS was in the Wii U's way. The 3DS was sharing the same network as the Wii U, and the 3DS was in the same eShop as the Wii U, because when I went inside the eShop, I saw the 3DS games with the Wii U games side by side, and I was saying to myself, like, okay, how is it that I can't buy the 3DS games and play them on the Wii U? When I brought that statement up in a video that I did about the Wii U, Nintendo saw that. You know what they did? They went inside the eShop and removed the 3DS from the Wii U's eShop. So now when you go back in there, all you saw was Wii U games and not the 3DS games. So I was right. So now with Microsoft, now when they came out, when Valve came out with the Steam Deck, Microsoft was using a phone, saying that you can use your phone to play your Xbox games. You attach two Razer controller to it, and then you can use your phone to play your Xbox games from your Xbox console. But when the Steam Deck came out, Valve made a statement. They said, "Look, we could not find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run." And when they made that statement, and they showed what was it, Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War on it running. That changed everything. The handheld market has changed. Most people were hyping up the Switch like it could run AAA games. It really couldn't, because if the Steam Deck didn't have a problem running Batman Arkham Knight, but the Switch did. So the Switch is better. So the Steam Deck is better than the Switch. Anyway, Microsoft seen all this, and then once Valve came out and solidified themselves in the handheld market, and the success that Valve was having with the Steam Deck, Valve opened a line of communication with the users, and they were taking their feedbacks, and what came back in return was updates. So Microsoft, seeing all this, and then seeing the different competitors coming out like ANEO, 1X, GPD, and then you had the OXXO, you had the Odin, and then all of a sudden you see Lenovo, MSI, and then ASUS coming into the picture. Microsoft seeing all this, Microsoft seeing all this, they're probably like, okay, you know what, we need to get in on this. So now that they made an announcement saying, okay, they're coming out with a handheld. Where I came in at, I said, okay, which way are they going? Are they going the Steam Deck route, or are they going to go the Wii U's route? Meaning that they have the handheld and the handheld in the console for the for the Xbox fans, or are they going to go the Steam Deck route where they just came out with just a handheld alone and still be able to make games? And it looks like they're going the Wii U's route. Sony, on the other hand, now they saw what Nintendo did with the Wii U, and when Sony made the Portal, they came out with the Portal. People were bashing the Portal. They were bashing the Portal just like how they bashed the Wii U because they never studied it. And what Sony did was took all that complaining and all the feedbacks they got, and they start updating the Portal. You don't hear anybody complaining about the PlayStation Portal now. They are silenced. So now it goes back to what I said now about Nintendo and the Switch, that the Switch should have never been built. So now what Nintendo try to do now when it comes to this whole handheld situation, now I made a video. They came out with two. They say they got two USB ports on the Switch too. So I caught onto it, and I'm like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring the Wii U back, but in Switch form. So it will be like the Switch 2 with Wii U features. So when I made that video, when I showed you the USB-C, the USB cable connected to the Steam Deck, and then the cable is connected to your TV, and you can have that dual screen feature. That's what they're trying to bring back. So now with Microsoft, now they're seeing all this happening. They're like, okay, how can they capitalize on this? They're sitting like, okay, how can we capitalize on this? I mean, they already throw their support with their Windows from the Asus ROG, Lenovo Legion Go, MSI Claw. They already put Windows. They already put Game Pass on all those handhelds, plus the OXXO, the 1X, the ANEO, the GPD. They put Game Pass on all those handhelds. But Microsoft don't have their own, so now they're sitting there like, okay, how do we get in on this? And what they're doing now is to answer their fan base call. Now they have to bring out a handheld along with the Xbox console. So when I said months ago that the Wii U is still current, I'm right. I look good. So it still is. It still is. The Wii U is still current because Sony hasn't given up on the Portal. They haven't given up on their PlayStation 5. They haven't. Microsoft now is coming in with their new Xbox console plus a handheld. The Wii U is still current. So Nintendo now, they're trying to trying to bring the Wii U back, but that's why they put the two USB ports on the Switch too. So right now, Microsoft now they're just trying to get in on the they're trying to create a handheld for their Xbox fan base. So they can cover the streaming and remote play part of gaming and stuff like that. So they're trying to get a handheld for their fans. I think it's a good move for them, but I think it's a good move for them because if you're a console manufacturer, you have to have your fan base needs met. You have to have it met. Sony capitalized off Nintendo's mistake by having that part covered, having the console gaming covered, handheld gaming covered, streaming and remote play covered for gaming on the go and stuff like that, right? And of course you can do it with the Steam Deck plus others, right? Microsoft seeing this, they're like, okay, you know what? We need to have our fan base needs met. They're like, okay, we got to get a handheld that, you know, covers the gaming on the go part instead of playing on the phone, you know, like, or playing on the phone, or like using like a Asus ROG Ally or stuff like that. You know, they want to have their core fan base needs met by creating a handheld that have handheld gaming covered. They have streaming and remote play covered, but then on the console side they have console gaming covered, the whole nine. So that's what they're doing with this. So them coming out with a handheld right now, they needed to, because they probably underestimated what Valve was when Valve brought out the Steam Deck. They didn't. I guess Microsoft didn't see the Steam Deck taking off. But when Valve made that statement and came out and said we couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run, and you see the games run on the Steam Deck, they like, okay, you know what, you know, okay, we need to do the same. So yeah, I think it's a good move on their part. I think it's a good move on their part to bring out a handheld. You know, so now their Xbox fans now don't have they have their needs met. You know. All Microsoft has got to do now is just add Game Pass to it. And with Windows, you know, some people, no matter how much you complain about, no matter how much a lot of gamers complain, like some gamers complain about Windows, the Windows user base is big, so that will make up for the handheld part of gaming. So I think it's a good move on their part, man. If they're coming out with one, you know. So yeah, but with them coming out with a handheld now, you know, it just means that the handheld market, you know, is covered right now. It's competitive, you know. It's going to be tight. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come out with, how the interface look on the handheld. So yeah, but other than that, man, good for them, man. Good for them, you know. So, but far as Nintendo goes now, they should have never built the Switch, like I've been saying from day one. You know, they should have never built the Switch, because with the Wii U, they had their fan base needs met. The only thing they needed to do was get rid of the 3DS. They didn't need it anymore. They really didn't need it. You know, they really didn't need it. You know, they kept you see all these videos from, like, say, IGN trying to explain the Wii U. They didn't explain anything. You've seen a lot of YouTubers try to explain the Wii U situation. And when they explain the Wii U, they never tell you the stuff that I tell you because they never studied it. So, me now, when I explain the Wii U situation, I'm looking at it from like, okay, your biggest problem was the 3DS because you didn't need it anymore because you had the Wii U tablet, meaning that you could put a motherboard, CPU, GPU, APU, RAM, solid state drive in it. You can lengthen and widen the screen. You had the console, you can build that as powerful as you want. You had the motion controller for the Wii U, you could fix that, you can improve it. You had the docking station that could be improved, and plus you had your external hard drive where they could improve the space on it. And that 25 gig CD, they could have just put like 100 gigs of storage on it and call it a day. But they try to go the other route, you know. So now they're trying to make up for the damage that was done with the Switch 2 by adding 2 USB ports. So yeah, but other than that, man, Microsoft coming out with a handheld, man, it's a good move for them. It's a good move for them is that they just got to compete against Steam. It's going to be Steam against Game Pass, you know. So yeah, Steam, Linux versus Windows in the handheld, in the handheld space on the PC side of things. So yeah, but other than that, man, it's a good move on their part, though. You know, I guess they didn't think it was going to take off, but when they saw that take off and they saw the competitors coming, they're like, we need to get on this. So yeah. Anyway, man, that's my thoughts on it. But I think it's a good move, though. Anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a star. Want to start your thing? The work to research. Go. Peace. Oh, all right.